Welcome back to the Youth Academy Challenge in England. Season 4 is about to begin and I'm on the season preview page. We are predicted to finish 6th, apparently anyway. Witten Albion, who are predicted to finish 1st, have just been promoted as well. So like I keep saying, there's not much at all between these divisions. I've played one match already. We won 1-0. But there are some big teams in this division. Bury, Darlington, FC United. Season 4 is well underway then. 8 games into the season and we've won 8 games. I've seen a few of you guys in the comments saying that when you get players down in the tier 10, tier 9, tier 8 like we have done, they're usually Vanarama North South players, and it seems to be the case. The AI sort of doesn't understand how to make players for this level. That's why when you buy the game, you can only play down to North and South. I don't think the AI understands what's going on, to be honest. Another comment that I did see as well was someone saying that in tier 9, tier 10, etc., the league's average current ability is like 50, and your players are coming out, like our players are coming out at like 80, 90 already. This season is looking like a promotion. So with all that said previously, next season, if we are in the Vanarama North, which it looks like we will be, that's probably where the hard work's going to start. We've also got Tikkanen onto a new contract. He has absolutely blown up. He's now a 4.5-star current ability player. He's absolutely killing it. I've given him a new contract. He is improving a lot. He says he's close to full potential, but right now he's a good National League player. So like I said before, in previously, the AI doesn't really know how to handle these type of players, and we get generated players much better than the AI have, so we're just absolutely walking past teams. He's got 9 goals and 3 assists in 10 games from central midfield, so yeah, it's very evident that the AI has no idea what to do, and they don't have the players to keep up with us, but he's looking good. I thought I was going to lose him, but we haven't. He's got a 3-year deal, and then he's got an optional contract of 2 years that I can add on and trigger there. He's also got 2 years after promotion. Just played a ridiculously good match against Witten Albion there. Witten are the best team in our league on paper anyway. The season preview, they are number 1. They've got some very good players. And we went 4-0 up in the first 20 minutes away from home at their ground. 63% possession, as you can see. Long bottom with a very good performance. In fact, they're all good performances. McDonald, Tikkanen, brilliant from centre midfield, as always. We have lost Havoinikis on the left wing for a bit, 6 weeks, I think. So Akinyemi is over there. He can't play there, but he's done all right. He scored the last goal. We scored 6 goals inside 51 minutes. We were 6-1 up, and then they scored 2 near the end, which is fair enough. That was the 3rd qualifying round against Witten. Very tough one. But we actually ended up running away with it. We've been given Boston United as our 4th qualifying round opponents. They are in the Vanarama League, not the Vanarama North, but the Vanarama League, and they're 8th in it as well, so 2 divisions above us. I'm quietly confident. I've had a look at their team. It's good, but I think we might be able to spring an upset. After a 1-1 draw at home against Boston in the 4th qualifying round, we did manage to beat them 3 days later in the replay, 3-2 at their ground. I don't know why we played better at their ground than at ours. They probably deserved to win the first leg, but we kept it to 1-1, and then we just beat them 3-2. McDonald with a late-ish winner to send us through to the first round proper for the very first time. We also got 10k prize money and a fixture against Scarborough Athletic in the first round of the FA Cup. That is a very nice draw to say League 1 teams get drawn in the first round. They are 4th in the Vanarama North in the division above us, so we've just beaten a team 2 divisions above us, so why not be able to beat a team 1 division above us? We have finished our Continental B licence and we've started our Continental A licence. Our chairman, Mr. Ben, has come through yet again for us. He's a fantastic chairman. He really, really is. I'm going to keep singing his praises because it's not often you get a chairman like this. He's also agreed to give us more coaches. So I got to the 9 quarter, I asked for more, he said, yeah, you can have 2 more, mate. So now I've got 11 coaches, and we are absolutely killing it on the training ground. We now just need a few more players, because at the moment, we're struggling a little bit for backups. As you can see, if you look at current ability, we've got about 8 or 9 players, that are very, very good. After that, we're struggling a little bit. Potential has dropped significantly as well now in the other players. There's a lot of players down here that have gone down to 2.5, 3.5. Even 4-star players like Monticello, Kua from last year, Charlie Leia, who was really good at the start, he's now 3.5-star potential. We're just lacking potential. We're just losing potential as we go up. As the players getting better, the real potential ability of the players is showing through, and it's not great. So we need a big intake in the next couple of seasons. McDonald as well has dropped his problem. I don't know what his problem was. He's had a change of heart and hopes the matter can be forgiven. I'm not entirely sure what it was. He still wants to leave because he thinks he's too good, and he is. But I don't know what this message is about. We're about to play Darlington, who are second away from home. If you look at the league table, we're 6 points clear of them with a game in hand. We still haven't lost, which is amazing. But Darlington were right behind us, and I mean right behind us, but they've had an absolute killer October. If I show you this quick, they've just fallen off a cliff in October. I don't know what's happened. They've lost 4 out of the last 5 games. Yes, 2 of them are cup games, but they've just lost 2 in the league as well. So I'm hoping we can compound that form, make it even worse for them in a couple of days. The Darlington match was a fantastic game, but we did get the win 3-2. I know at the top there it says Dar 2 and Dar 3. That's Darlington on the left-hand side, obviously. We got a very good win. Lancaster was unbelievable. He scored a goal, the third goal, and he assisted the other 2. We went 1-0 down, and it was like just after half-time. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a tough one. So I ramped up the aggressiveness, and we scored 3 goals in like 22 minutes, which was really, really nice. They scored 1 at the end. Got a little bit scared at the last 5-10 minutes, but we held on. A tight 1-0 win against Scarborough in the first round of the FA Cup sends us into the second round. The Scotsman Dyche came off the bench in the 92nd minute and got the winner. Tickenham wasn't really playing too well and he was tired, so I brought Dyche off the bench and he's banged one in. His first goal in the 92nd minute. Was a bit lucky, deflection, but we take it and we're into the second round. Very, very tight game, as you can see. We had the possession, but the chances were at a premium and we took our chance. The FA Cup second round draw is in and we're away at Yeovil Town from the Vanarama National League. They are 16th in their division. The draw could have obviously been a lot worse, and if we can manage to sneak past these guys, then we potentially could get a money spinning tie in the third round. Yeovil in the second round of the FA Cup have been defeated 1-0. Very, very tight game. McDonald scored. Our Irish Xavi, I'm starting to call him. It might take off, it might not, but you guys can call him that. The Irish Xavi is so good. As you can see, very, very tight game. It could have gone either way, but he scored and we held on. We had a goal disallowed with Voinikis, but we're into the third round of the FA Cup. And we're going to do the draw now to see who we get. But that's big. We got 70k from prize money and about 70, 80 grand from gate receipts as well. So we made about 150k there. This next one should be a lot bigger. If that's the case, if we get a big team, then there's going to be some facility upgrades, which would be absolutely massive. Right then, here we are. Premier League teams entering the competition. Third round. Let's have a look. Watford versus Wigan. Wolves, Leicester, West Brom, Hull, Sunderland, Carlisle. Ooh, that's a nice derby. Bath or Bromley. Play Portsmouth or Maidstone. Stoke, Fulham. We want obviously a away tie. QPR. I'll take a championship team. Shrewsbury, not really. Ooh, we'll take Palace. Take Birmingham? No. Norwich. Yeah, Norwich are Prem. Man United are gone. Sheffield United? No. Brighton, yes. Yes! Okay, so we've got Brighton away. Not the biggest club, but it's a Premier League draw. That is a very, very, very big one. Obviously, we're going to get battered, but afterwards, we'll check the finances because that's all we're bothered about, right? Obviously, we'll try and win. We won't, but we'll try our best to do something, maybe even a replay at the absolute best. But yeah, fantastic run. It's the first run we've ever had, but we are only in the Northern Premier League. So yeah, Brighton away. What a draw. Straight after the highs of beating Yeovil and drawing Brighton, we've just lost at home to Bury, who were second, or still are second, but they're right behind us. They were 10 points behind us, now they're 7. Our unbeaten start to the season is over. They got a guy sent off, but it was right near the end. Our Irish Xavi, as I was referring to him previously, missed a penalty in this match, so maybe we can take that tag off him now. It's quite a short-lived event, but yeah, he cost us. Well, he didn't cost us, but he sort of did as well, so yeah. Intake preview is here. Let's hope it's much, much better than last season's. Come on, please. I want to see at least 3 A's, if not 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Not even 1. Not even a B. Looks like my school grades. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh dear. 4.5 stars. I need centre-backs, but it says we don't have any good centre-backs coming through. Oh, this is going to be interesting, guys. Very interesting. I think it's time to change our head of youth, isn't it? Not very good is Isaiah. I don't know what he's cooking, but he's not doing very well. fairly professional. He's only got a National B licence, so I just assumed that he'd become quite good, but he doesn't even want to go on a coaching course. If he accepts that coaching course, I'll give him more time, but I don't think he does. I don't think he's interested in getting more coaching badges, which tells me a lot. 7 determination as well. That's interesting to me. I would like a higher determination from my head of youth. He's only 39. We'll see what he comes up with. We'll see. And then if it's a bad one, at the end of this season, he's gone. In fact, I might just get rid of him as soon as the intake comes in if it's not very good. But let's crack on the season, and fingers crossed, it's much better than that looks. Oh, I really hope Ben Bishop never leaves this club. This guy always grants me my request. Yes, he did say no to start with, but I did say I needed an increase of youth level, and he was like, yeah, go on then. Pleased to announce that plans are in place to improve the club's youth facilities, which will allow us to move up a youth level. This upgrade is expected to cost in the region of 350 grand. Now, we had 450, I think, so now we should be on 100, just over 100, which is nice. We know how important a strong youth development programme is to a club's success, so we'd be more than happy to make this happen. Thank you, Ben. What a man. What a chairman. And like I said, I hope he never, ever, ever leaves. Guys, we lost to Brighton 3-1, as you can see. They had 20 shots, 16 on target. My goalkeeper did really well, Nicholson. We was 3-0 down at half-time. I sort of went for it a little bit in second half. Not that you'd notice, because we only had 5 shots in the entire game. But yeah, just weren't good enough, obviously. There's like 6-7 divisions separating us. Lancaster as well, my star player, couldn't play. He was suspended from the previous round. Of course he was. Before this game, I had about 140, 150k in the bank. So we're going to have a look together about how much money we got for that entire tie. Not a bad performance. We had 23 fouls. I tried to slow the game down, time waste, player direct, sat in a cautious mentality. And yeah, we did all right. We created a few chances, but yeah, Brighton way too strong. They didn't start their first team, although Evan Ferguson did start. But they played a couple of really good players. It was just not to be. So let's see how much money we got then. Like I said, we was on about 140, 150k. Let's have a look. 321. So we only got 216 in profit. Isn't as much as I thought we'd get this month. Oh, 275k. That's still pretty good. That is still pretty good. So we actually only had 75k. I thought we had more than that. We must have been making a loss last month. The projection is set to go down as well because of obviously a couple of new contracts and all that stuff. But all in all this year, I reckon we've made about 500, 600k, which is really, really good for a tier 7 team. To league matters as well, we have lost 2 now this season and Bury are only 5 points behind us. So it might be a playoff campaign because they're on fire. I've had to rest a couple of players because of the FA Cup, a couple of games, we got dropped a few points. So I'm hoping now I don't have to worry about the FA Cup and give it the best shot. We can probably extend that record. And Longbottom has 19 goals. Again, he's not very rated. He's only a 2-star player. He's 31. But he's got 22 goals and 11 assists. He's absolutely killing it. He's the best player in the division in terms of average rating. So, yeah, he's doing really well. I think he's probably going to be his last season next season. I'm hoping to get a striker through. We'll see. It's March. You know what that means. It's intake time, and it is here. The preview wasn't good, but as you guys know, down in the bottom leagues, staff attributes aren't great. So they're not very good at judging things. So it might be bad, like it says. He might be decent. I doubt it's going to be very, very good. I don't think it's going to be higher than an 8 out of 10 intake, but we might get a few players. You never know. The main thing, as always, are personalities, because not only do they grow quicker, but they also help other players around them become better personalities. So that is what we're aiming for, especially down at this level. As always then, we're going to count down and we're going to click it and we're going to see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys can see that. You can see that, yes. 4 elite talents, not too bad. They're all 5-star as well. After that, it doesn't look so much. Let's have a look at them. Okay, so that's not too bad at all. Personality-wise, we've got a light-hearted, which isn't bad. We've got a resilient, which is really, really good. He's a right-back, centre-back, and a wing-back right. That could be really big for us. We've got a temperamental, which isn't great. 6'1". Richard Unsworth was a centre midfielder / right winger. And then we've got Hayden Wallerton, who's fairly determined, which is quite nice. He's also a DM, which is pretty good because we do need a backup DM as well. We've got Jack Foley, he was balanced. I might sign him up because he's a centre-back / DM. You never know, he might get something decent out of that. But after that, not too much. There's a driven personality down here, which is Charlie Mawson. I wish he was further up in terms of potential. Asier Gutierrez as well is half Basque. He's fairly professional. That would be nice. Fairly professional at the bottom, fairly determined. So we've got some decent personalities at the top, but the best ones are actually near the bottom, which is very, very frustrating. I might sign a couple up depending on what they look like. We'll have a look, especially just to sort of like flesh the squad out a little bit and have a couple of backups. So let's have a look. First one we're going to have a look at is Jack Raya down at the bottom down here. Now I know it's ridiculous because he's 2.5 star potential, but if he becomes 3.5 stars, you never know. So looking at him straight away, he's 6'4". He's not terrible, to be totally honest. 3 finishing, 11 jumping reach. He's not even that bad. Let me have a look at his wages. He wants £20 a week. I don't think I'm going to do that. No, we're not going to sign him up. Balanced, I'm not interested. Charlie Mawson, who's a centre midfielder, driven personality. Let's have a look at him. Okay. He doesn't look too bad. Now, he's not good, obviously, but driven personality. If he only wants 20, I'll sign him up for a year. We're going to do that with him. And like I said, even if he just jumps up to like this, 3.5 star, but a good personality being around the place, even if he's under 18s, can help out a lot. Asier Gutierrez then. Yeah, he's got too many things that aren't going to make it. 3 composure, 4 anticipation, 4 vision, 5 passing. Just not great, is it? Composure 3 as well. He's got a decent bit of pace, but we can do better. If he had 5-star potential or 4.5, I'd obviously sign him up. But as he's got low potential as well, I don't see much with him. Jordan Goldson, low determination and only 0.5 star, not too interested. Wally Nuaz, who's a left winger, who's fairly ambitious, which is quite good. He's from Pakistan. Let's have a look at Wally. Okay, he doesn't look terrible, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to sign him up if he only wants... Or even better, he wants £5 a week. Yeah, definitely sign him up. Wisdom Diallo, unambitious, not interested. But we'll have a look at him, but we're not interested. Yeah, frustrating, because if he was a better personality, he would be signed up. Raheem Anderson, Jamaican/English, unambitious, which is really frustrating from Leeds. Let's have a look at Raheem. Mentals are very, very poor. Physicals are quite good, but mentals are poor. For where we're heading, into the Vanarama North, he's not going to be good enough. Okay, then let's have a look at Ahmed here, our left back, half Nigerian, low self-belief. Not going to sign him up, but let's have a look at him. Yeah, not going to be good enough for what we need. Right, Jack Foley, centre back /DM. I'm actually fine with signing him up. His mentals are pretty decent. Physicals aren't too bad. And aside from technique being 4, passing 8, marking 9, tackling 7, not too bad. I do need a backup DM and I need some more centre backs. So we're going to sign him up. He obviously wants £20 a week. That's fine. Gerard Cowgill. Let's have a look at him. Fairly sporting. Yeah, not going to sign him up. Have a look. He wants £5 a week. Let's sign him up. That's fine. That's fine. Right, the big 4 now. Let's have a look at Hayden first. Yeah, definitely going to sign him up. Well, we were anyway, right? But he looks like he's going to be Mazzala, maybe? Decent Mazzala there. I was maybe thinking a defensive midfielder, but 3 marking. No, he's probably going to be a central midfielder. He might be a good backup as well for McDonald when he needs a bit of a break. So, yeah, that looks all right to me. Probably work on his pace to start with, get him up to scratch with that, and get him a bit quicker. But do you know what? I'm not too... I'm quite happy with him. Injury proneness, which is not great, but yeah, marking is a con, so I can't play him as a DM. Very technical, team player. I think he's definitely going to be in that left centre midfield backup slot. But yeah, Hayden Walton looks very, very good. Richard Unsworth then, temperamental, which is not very good. Let's have a look at Richard Unsworth. Centre midfielder and a right winger for us. Let's have a look. Okay, interesting. He could probably be a striker. Straight away with a 10 finishing. 9 off the ball. Only 5 vision, because I was thinking maybe retrain him as a false 9. I think he's just going to be our right winger. That side. Back up to maybe Lancaster. Selfish player, not really consistent. We're going to sign him up, because you never know. These guys could be really good. £5 a week as well, even better. What would we work on with him? I think we'd work on his ball control, get his dribbling up and his technique. If he's going to be in that attacking third, those two need to go up. Connor Pugh. Let's have a look at Connor Pugh. In fact, let's have a look at the goalkeeper, Wade McWhirter. What a name. Half Irish as well. Light-hearted. unflappable media handling style, which is really, really good. Let's have a look at Wade. Okay, interesting. We've got 3 decent goalkeepers now. It's really, really nice. He's obviously going to stay in the under-18s. He's not going to get any game time just yet, but goalkeeper-wise, this is probably the first youth intake challenge that I've had that actually looks like we might be okay for the goalkeeping department quite early on. What would we work on for Wade? We'd work on his command of area, wouldn't we? Command of area. Maybe his balance as well eventually. I think that's fine. Just make sure you guys, when you're signing players through on these challenges, you're looking at the really low end of their attributes. So you're looking at like a 5 and below to try and really retrain that to make it a bit better. Anything 6 and above doesn't really need major attention. That will sort of go on its own. But anything 5 and below, really hard focus on the additional focus when you sign them through. Right, last one. Connor Pugh. He's 5'9", so it looks like he's probably going to be right back or a right wing back. Resilient, which is really, really good. This guy, if we play him, which we will do, should fly quite quickly in terms of his attributes. So let's have a look at Connor Pugh. Okay, frustratingly, he can't mark or position himself well. So we're gonna really focus that to start with. Interestingly, it looks like it could be an inverted wing-back support. So he's going to be back up at right-back for us straight away. And we're going to work on his defensive attributes. 5 marking, 4 positioning. Got a bit of pace about him, which is not too bad. Determination, teamwork, work rate. Very welcome player to get because we did need a backup as well when Fenty became tired or suspended or injured or whatever. So Connor Pugh will be in there. I'll probably give him a couple of games as well at the end of the season once we win the title, or if we win the title, which it looks like we will do. But yeah, that is not a bad intake, you know. For the preview, as bad as it was, that is a good solid 6.5, 7 out of 10. We are first in the league. We're only 8 points clear. We've had a bad run of form these last couple of months. I'm not going to lie. There's 6 matches left and we're 8 points clear. If we have a look at the schedule, we've not been great. We've been drawing a bunch. We've lost a bunch as well. We lost like 3 there. We've, in fact, in the last 9 or 10 games, we've actually lost 3, won 3, and drawn 2. So, or 3, I think. So I can't remember, but we've basically lost as many as we've won. We are in the Integral League Cup semi-final against Wisbech, who are in the league below us. So it looks like another final, and potentially with Bury at the end of the season as well down here. I'm hoping the title's wrapped up before that. Also, we could do with it being wrapped up before the Witton Albion game. So if we can beat Gainsborough, we can beat Bamber Bridge, and we can beat Warrington Rylands, then it should be wrapped up before the Witton Albion game because I'd expect Bury to drop points at some point because they've not been great either. If we have a look at them too, lately they've not done too badly, but look at that. They didn't win a game in 4 matches in January. With 3 games to go, title number 4 in a row as well is here. We've beaten Bury to the title, 10 points, 3 games left. They dropped a couple of points and we've just won out so far. So like I said, 3 games left. I'm going to use it to play the youngsters. I don't care about the points tallies and all that. I'm not too bothered. I want the best development for the players. The challenge really starts now because this is the normal level that you would start at and it's very difficult. So I don't think we're just going to keep going straight up. If we do, it'll be 1 more. And even then, I think next year it might be playoffs at the maximum. Probably top, like maybe 9th, 8th maybe. We'll see. You might get surprised, but it's going to be tough from this point forward. It's not just going to be plain sailing now, guys. It's not just going to be like another promotion, another. It'll stop now. So it should be more of a challenge, more of a grind, and more of a not a foregone conclusion. 69 goal difference as well, which is amazing. Longbottom ended his goal drought as well. He's very, very, very declined now. I think that's the word. He's 31. His value is going up to 120k. I might even try and get 120k for him, but 26 goals in 55 games, 16 assists as well. The 42 goal contributions all in. He still apparently can't do the false 9 role. He's a half a gold star, but you know what? He definitely can do it. Agility is going down as well, which is not great, but his passing is good. Lancaster and McDonald as well have already said they're happy to stay, but at the moment, I can't give them new contracts because they said that we don't have the financial muscle to meet their demands. So I'm hoping with this promotion, I can have a look, and maybe now the budgets, let's have a look at them. The wage budget is $3,000 and the transfer budget is 54k. So if we move that into there, again, extra grand, that's 3,000 per week in the bank. So hopefully going back to those 2 guys, we can get him a new contract. Let's have a look right now, in fact. So McDonald's here. Let's have a look at his enter contract negotiations. My client is willing to entertain the idea of extending terms, but does not want to consider a renewal of terms at this time. This is because any new contract will be on inferior terms to his current deal, which still has time left to run. I'm not entirely sure that's true, John, because he's on £150 and I can probably give him about 300 now. In fact, I can double his money. John is a bit strange, isn't he? Okay, John. Yeah, go with that. Danny Lancaster is the other one. He says he feels pressure by interest in him. We've just had interest as well in Derby. The Derby manager's just been to watch a game, so I'm hoping we can get him before that. Let's see what he says. He says the exact same thing. Very strange. Tickenham, by the way, this season, been absolutely amazing. Yet again, another man of the match performance and another very good free kick there from 26 metres. Unbelievable. This guy this year from centre midfield attack has got 30 goals and 18 assists. So 48 goal contributions from central midfield. Absolutely unbelievable. He's wanted by Halifax and Stevenage in League Two. We've got him on a 2-year contract, but then there's another 2 years and another 2 years on top of that. So in total, it's another 6 years. So that's really, really good. I might try and give him a new one next season just to give him like a really big long one, but let's have a look. I don't think he's going to get much better than that, but that's absolutely fine. He should do really well next year as well. We are still in the icons list. We're not at the top yet. Longbottom's at the top. I'm hoping we can get onto that legends list, and then maybe we get a stadium named after us at some point. We'll see. Finances, we're at 300k, but it's projected to go down because of the youth setup and the youth facilities that we've got improving at the minute. We also have the Integro League Cup final as well against Gainsborough Trinity. That is to be played the game before the last one. So we got Bury after this. So what I'll do is I'll rest players the game before this. I'll play my strongest team in this. And then I'll probably have to rest players against Bury. And we'll probably lose, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. I want another trophy. That'd be really good. If we can get another double, that'd be fantastic start to the save. I was going to show the highlights of this game as well, guys. But we've just got to the final. And we've battered Gainsborough 5-0. Tickenham, again, with another 3 goals. Now, I've had a bit of an epiphany with Tickenham. Now, you guys might be looking at this when I tell you what I'm thinking about doing and thinking, no, don't move him because he's doing really well. And I think you might be right if you do say that, but it's just a thought at the moment. Now, Longbottom scored 2 goals there, so this is not probably the best time to discuss this, but as he's declining, I'm going to give him a start up front next season. He's going to start, the same team's going to start next season, but with an eye to the future, I'm thinking Longbottom might be better off out of the team because obviously he's getting older, maybe on the bench as a good backup. But Tickenham is able to play striker, so I was wondering if maybe I could make him a false 9 or a deep lying forward, which looks to be his best role. It's similar-ish, just deep lying forward rather than getting the ball turning and dribbling. It holds the ball up and passes it and spins. So it's a bit different. It's sort of like Alexis Sanchez at Arsenal compared to Giroud at Arsenal. I guess one's a bit of a bigger, stronger guy, and one's a bit of more of a dribbler. So I'm thinking a bit maybe Tickenham as a striker, deep line forward support. He might absolutely kill it up there, but it's going to be hard to find a better position than right now because 52 goal contributions from centre midfield is the most I think I've ever had. On top of that, he has 14 jumping reach and 10 heading, and he does score a lot of headers. He does. He gets into the box late and he scores a lot of headers. So I'm wondering if he's a striker, he could score headers as well. I'm not entirely sure. If Longbottom starts not performing next year, that might be the case. I might put Tickenham up front and I might start putting Richard Unsworth, who came through just a couple of months ago, into centre midfield attack. Now, obviously, centre midfield attack would take a downgrade because obviously he's not as good and he's a temperamental, so I'm not entirely sure how good he will become. But this guy's got the potential to be good and Longbottom's never going to get better. So I'm always thinking about what we can be doing. This guy's got an 8 average rating as well in the 4 matches he's played. He got an assist, so he has played quite well. We rotated a couple of games ago and we still won 7-2. So the youngsters are doing quite well as well in the league. So that means it's another double. Unbelievable. That's 3 doubles in 4 seasons, which is really, really good. We lifted the Integro Cup. We never won it before, so it's nice to collect that into the trophy cabinet. Calvin Scott's injured. We've only got 1 game left. It's against Bury, so we might end on a loss. But we'll get sent him to a specialist. He's very, very, very good, Calvin Scott. He's improving a lot. So he's played 51 times this season. 3 goals, 5 assists, which is not really what he's there to do, but 12 tackling, 11 marking. He's a very good defensive midfielder. We've got him onto a long contract. It's 2 years. And then it's 2 years after promotion, which will trigger at the end of this season. So that'll be 4 years. On top of that, we've got an optional 2. So it's 6 years in total. I will try and give him a fresh new one this year. Next season, sorry. But that is another trophy in the cabinet, ticking him with another hat-trick. The youth facilities upgraded as well. Also, the junior coaching did. So the junior coaching has gone up to exceptional. I think that went up with the youth level. So the below average youth facilities and the exceptional junior academy coaching, I think they both went up together. That's the only explanation, because I've not asked for junior coaching to be improved. It was excellent. It's changed to exceptional. I do wonder, I don't know how that's happened. I haven't done it. So I'm guessing it's the youth level thing that's put it up as well. So the next thing we're looking for is training facilities upgrade. That would be really, really good. I'm going to need about 300, 400k. We've currently got 300k, but the projection is going down, deeper and down. As the season ticks over into the next season, in the Vanarama North, I'm thinking that maybe our projection goes up and I can ask them to work on the training facilities. And then hopefully after that, we get another promotion in the next couple of seasons. And then our next major aim is aiming to become a professional club and enter into League 2. So that would be really, really, really good. We have got 1 game left of the season, guys, but regardless, it doesn't really matter. That's going to be the end of this video. If you want to ask any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will answer them all. I will look at them all. If I don't reply, I will definitely look. And let me know what you think of the save. I'm enjoying it. I am. I know it looks like it's really easy, but there's been a couple of challenges. We're negotiating them, but I feel like we're just literally started on the first straight. It's a marathon, this, and we're only a mile in. So there's 25 to go. Please like the video, guys. Please tell other people that it's out there and share it to people. And then leave a subscription on the channel as well. Just scroll down, hit subscribe. That would be amazing. And until next time, catch you in Season 5. See you later.